This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Benedicta is going for a swim.
I don't have swimming wear.
Hello! We are now in the Lofoten Islands. It's a bit of a puzzle to align our plans with my parents.
With the guys over here.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting.
Out for a little stroll.
To burn off the cinnamon buns we just had.
Do you feel like summer?
Yeah, really nice. So our plan was to go to the top of the mountain, which is in the middle of the fog over there. So that's not gonna happen. This is how we imagined the small town of Henningsvær to look like. Although we've spent a lot of time in the Lofoten Islands, you basically need to live here to be able to see it all. For us, the peak overlooking this little fisherman's village still remains to be explored. Being this exposed to weather, the Lofoten region gives you even greater rewards, and it can provide magical moments like these. We drove on and met up with my parents and showed them this wonderful shelter where we lit up a fire and enjoyed some tasty food.
We have made a quick stop at Lofoten Vanlife.
Yeah, they're a small little business who only rent out old Vanagons.
Here in Lofoten.
Yeah.
And we met quite a couple of them, all in cute colors.
Yeah, they're pretty fancy. So maybe we'll get to see the owner and talk some Vanagon with him. Sometimes the plan you have made goes out of the window. We simply got tired of the strong winds and rainy days. That's why we started the drive further north, to the city of Tromsø, our hometown. Because of the fjords and the nearby mountains, covering short distances in Norway will take you way longer than you'd expect. That's why the country is full of ferry services and tunnels. With a few short breaks, the drive from Lofoten to Tromsø took us more than 7 hours.
So that's 5 coffees and 5 hours later.
Yeah, this should last until we're there.
Simon's been driving like a champ.
Yeah, and my back is starting to kill me, but that's okay.
You're getting old.
I'm getting old. Ready for the final stretch?
5 hours in, still raining like crazy.
It's a good call we did this drive. Best time to spend a rainy day is to just get the miles done. But first, a quick message from Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Get lost in creativity as you explore new skills and get a unique insight from other creative minds. There's basically a class for everyone, and some of my personal favorites are classes for storytelling through video, and how to become a successful YouTuber. Lately, I've been watching a class on time-lapse video by Drew Geraci, teaching everything there is to know about this technique. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, with no ads, always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to hit the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. Now, back to the road trip.
It's sun! And we are home in Tromsø.
7 hours later, totally worth it.
At the end of this street, I grew up.
Can't wait for a proper dinner and a proper bed.
Zulu? Are you ready to meet Grandma? Oh, I'm so excited. Out for an evening hike with my mom. We had to take advantage of the beautiful weather, so here we are. So I actually brought a surprise for her, because my plan is to see the sun set and then the sunrise. It's midnight sun here, so the sun doesn't set, but I know from the place we're going to be at, the sun is going to disappear behind a mountain. So I brought a sleeping bag for each of us, so we can snuggle up and stay warm while we wait for the sun to appear again.
Back in Oris, we're going for a really exciting hike up a really spectacular mountain, and then we will go camping under the midnight sun, and hopefully tomorrow we will inflate the kayak and for the first time this whole journey test it. So we have a really promising forecast, and we are energized and ready for a local adventure up north. We have arrived at the trailhead, and Benedicte is preparing some food for us. It's gonna be a tough one, so it's important to bring some extra energy. It's about 10 in the evening, and the sun is of course shining. And that is what we'll have to overcome the next few hours. Gonna go all the way up there someplace. So much rocks here, but this is actually the main trail. You can tell by the stone formations that's made.
I'm trying to show the path, but it's pretty much climbing.
Yeah, you need to be prepared to climb if you want to check out this peak, which you might want to, because it's looking epic. Quick update, we are approaching the summit. This is the view we have to our left. Pretty decent.
We're still not at the top, but I really can't see how we're going to get up.
Just show us there. I think it's going to be an easy climb for you. She did it!
It's just past midnight and it's next to no wind up here, which is it might happen 2 or 3 times a year up here. So this is pretty special. The view is it's decent.
360.
360 degrees. Behind me here you can see the city of Tromsø, and it's just mountaintops wherever I turn. So we ended up here today, not according to plan. We wanted to sleep in our tent. It got really late. We had such a blast on top of the mountain, and now it is 3:30 and we're kind of feeling it now. This little site here will do.
So we just woke up and it's like 100 degrees in the van, but we can't stand here. We need to drive somewhere else because it's just way too hot and no wind. We just took down the roof as fast as we could, and now we're gonna drive to the camp spot because it's at the beach, and that sounds really tempting right now.
This is status right now. Proof that it was a long night. The destination is somewhere out in the fjord here. So we are preparing the kayak, inflating it right now. The backdrop is looking decent. Of course we picked this day because it's next to no wind. Okay,
Is on board.
we're on the water. What a day, huh?
Safe to shore.
Yeah, we might just stay here actually because we have this all to ourselves. It's can't see anybody around.
Benedicte is going for a swim,
I don't have swimming wear.
so I have to blur it out. Nice. Benedicte actually managed to fool me into taking a swim once every 5 years, and this was one of those days. But man, I just couldn't resist in the end. I mean, look at this. Just a short paddle with the kayak. Didn't bring a lot of stuff because it's just a few hours we're gonna spend here. But now I think we should get going and make some food. This is a good idea.
It tastes so good.
Guilty pleasure has always been noodles or ramen.
Warm, salty noodles after a hike or a cold swim. Make sure I get my part here.
Benedicte is upgraded to captain. She is in charge of the pedals, and about to round off
this little excursion. Closing in on the dock here. Beautiful, beautiful surroundings. Couldn't be more happy about this day at sea. And it feels kind of good to get to use the kayak because we have driven more than 2,000 kilometers with it in the trunk, and it's been taking up a lot of space.
Oh yes.
And finally it did its job. And what a day.